Hello, it is Wednesday the 1st of February and this is my video for today. Look, I'm perfectly centered in the frame. Now commence credits. Hello everyone, as I said in the bit before where I was really weird and quite authoritarian, it's the 1st of February today and this is my 184th video, which means, wait, if we cue the music and the drum roll, this is officially past the halfway point in my YTO challenge. Yeah, I'm quite proud of that. I didn't think I'd be able to make it this far without a few screw-ups. Well, to be fair, I did really get a couple of screw-ups along the way, but such is life, you're never going to go through everything absolutely perfectly. So yeah, with a few scares I've got, I'm still here, I'm still doing the videos. I was going to say queer then, but that doesn't really make much sense. Yeah, so this is my 184th video, which basically means I think my halfway point was 182 and a half. So halfway between video 182 and 183 is my halfway point. Anyway, rambling. The first thing I want to say is I want to say thank you very much. It's only for a small thing, but I feel like I don't ever mention it at all, but I just really want to thank the fact that I got 18 views on my last video. Like I recently went through like a dip where I was only getting about 9 or 10, but now that I've got up to 18 on the last one, I'm really quite proud of it. It's got 4 likes as well, so that's nice. Saying this now, it's probably going to get a dislike, so I'll just bank that on someone being mean on this video, because there's someone that keeps trolling on my channel, but can't be asked with them. Yeah, the first thing I want to talk about is today I went to yeah, the first thing I went to do today was do a Tesco shop, because I was going to go to Tesco's with Weller and the Tesco Express up the road to get just some bread and cheese, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I might as well try and do a weekly shop, but a really cheap one. So I drove down to Tesco's Express with Weller, and I went round and did a proper like cheapo shop for like £17, so I only had 21 quid to spend. And I did a proper cheapo shop, but I actually got like food, like proper food meals like I could make. Oh god, I got the hiccups. But yeah, I've never done a shop for that cheap, but I was actually limited this time. But lucky enough, I will get paid tomorrow, so it won't be as bad. Yay! Last night, I had the idea of having an early night, because I did say, so yeah, and so I've got to be writing all that, but I really should be having a nap right now. And so I decided to get an early night, which turned out to be 10 o'clock, and then I started getting texts from various like people, mainly my mum. But then I got to bed about 11 o'clock, and I was like, right, I've got to get up for 8 o'clock, that's 9 hours sleep, I'm going to be awake, like, alert for that. Like, you know when you get up and you're just like, oh, I can't be asked to get out of bed because you haven't slept long enough. But then there are times where you get up early and you're like, yeah, day, let's do this, because you slept for a decent amount of time. I figured I would be the latter, but my alarm went off at 8 o'clock, like I'd said it to. I wasn't supposed to be in uni till 9, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to sleep for an extra 20 minutes, put my alarm on for 20 minutes, and then I woke up and I was like, I've woken up and there's no alarm. What are the chances I've woken up before I need to be up? I then checked my phone and it turned out to be 25 past 9, which was 25 minutes after I needed to be in uni. So I was like, should I go in, should I not go in? And then I checked my phone, I had like 3 missed calls from Liam, a couple from Weller, and a text from Weller saying, all the directors missing the directing workshop, tut tut tut. So I was like, right, I might as well go, this seems to be quite relevant to me. So I basically ran into uni, got into uni for about 35 minutes past, 9:45, and the woman wasn't there. So I saw Weller and Liam walking towards media loans, and I realised that they were going to go get equipment, so I was like, I'm going to sneakily walk in with the equipment and pretend I've been there the whole time, which kind of worked for a couple of minutes. And then we had like a directing thing where we were using a dolly and all kind of stuff, and we were making some proper crisp looking stuff, and I'm going to include the dolly so much in our film. Like, not going to overuse it, but just to give it that little bit of niceness to it. It's going to have a dolly and it's going to look pretty epic. The next thing that I did in the day after that finished, and I went to Tesco's, we had a tutorial from a company coming in to show us their new editing software, which is called Smoke. But before that, I met up with Josie and Harriet, and Greg was there. And if you don't know Greg, you're not really someone, but this is Greg. Greg has a habit of getting himself into, let's call them predicaments, where he is either ill or injured. I recorded this video a couple of weeks ago of Greg quite intoxicated, well, not intoxicated, post-intoxicated, where he wasn't very well because of how much alcohol he had drunk. I think I explained it in the video, but yeah.
A blue shot, I don't know what it was, and about 11 vodka crumbles.
Welcome to Alcoholics Anonymous in Lincolnshire. This is Greg.
Are you filming this?
Greg was an ordinary boy. Then he says, you know,
He's actually filming this. I feel so
You're gonna die, Greg.
Oh,
How's your bacon?
so good. Bacon.
So that was Greg, and he had been drinking solidly for 27 days. And had just stopped and was quite ill, and that was quite funny. But today, he decided to injure himself in a different way, which I think I explained in this video. And so this is Greg, scene 2. And now this is Greg suffering again.
I hate you. I actually hate you.
Greg,
Yeah.
they would have just watched a video of you being really ill outside the shed, and now they're watching this. Do you have anything to say? You're gonna get like a fan base from this, you realise? Save the crisps, it's valuable for your medical care. You love me.
Yeah.
You want to give me a hug?
Down?
Where was the rub
You
down?
mentioning that?
Yeah, I was going to give Greg a rub down with, what was it? I started on mango body butter. Because you can like, I can lick it off you afterwards. Wait, let's do it with Rolo yogurt.
Nom, 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 nom,
Rolo
nom.
yogurt?
Oh, Rolo yogurt.
I don't like Rolos.
Well, you're not going to be eating it
Can
off
we do it
you.
off Polo mints?
Milky bar, Milky
Rub
bar.
you down with Polo mints.
Put Polo mints on my body and just nibble on my body.
You get a few hairs in there.
Greg Draper, ladies and gentlemen,
Greg Draper.
with his pussy injury.
Hey.
How did you get the injury?
I was skipping with Tim. Me and Tim were skipping. We skipped, didn't we, Tim? Yeah. And it didn't end well for me.
Go and show us how you skip, Greg. Go on,
I
put it
can't
down
show
there.
you because
Oh,
I
show
need-
me.
Can I just do it on the spot?
Go on then.
You look like a monkey that's been told to dance for peanuts.
Yeah, skip down there. And then keep
Skip without getting
Keep going,
taken down.
keep going.
That looks like a monkey that shit himself. Greg, we love
Sign
you.
off. Can I sign off?
Yeah.
This is Greg signing off. Goodbye.
That was the worst thing ever. Oh, what, Greg? So yeah, he got completely injured and really badly, and it was hilarious, and that's why I recorded it and went to put it in. Hi, Greg. Greg watches my videos, and Greg gives me hugs when I'm sad, so yay, Greg.
Yay!
Anyway, back to the Smoke tutorial. Smoke is a post-editing program that is owned by a company called Autodesk. Now, what Autodesk does is basically owns about 1 billion other media companies because how successful it is. It's basically the main designing thing in the world. It designs chairs, bridges, everything. Those are two very different things, but they also design everything in between. And so they bought a whole load of media companies a couple of years ago, and now they start doing editing software, and they do the best of the best of the best. They wanted to show us a demonstration of a new piece of software called Smoke. Smoke is what you would call an editorial finisher, which is basically, once you've edited all your stuff in Avid or Final Cut, you would put it into this new program and you would fine-tune it and make everything look crisp and amazing. And F me does it do that. The guy was giving us a demonstration and he was basically, people were saying things like, oh, could you do this, could you do that? Or he was coming up with suggestions that clients might tell you during editing, and he could do them in about 2 clicks. Literally 2 clicks. Like he'll go, right, you click this button, and then it's just done, and everything looks amazingly complicated because of the layout, because there are buttons all over the shop, and I imagine they're probably going to improve the layout in later testing. The thing that I found the most amazing that I got from this workshop was the guy told us this software retails at £10,000, which is, if you know software, it seems pretty likely for stuff like you can't get the Adobe Complete Collection for like the full-on CS 5.5 for less than about £900. Oh my god, I'm wearing a hat. Basically, I just researched it and it's about £384, so that kind of completely voids the next bit of this whole sequence. But never mind, just pretend I didn't say anything. But just so I've got your facts, I just thought I'd put this in here now. Like if you buy it through Adobe, through the proper way, and get all the stuff yourself. Whereas this, we are given a free 36-month trial. Now, I wrote this down 36 months, but in my head thought 18 months. And I was like, oh, that's 1.5 years. And so when he was like, oh yeah, this 3-year-long trial is going to be really good, and I was like, what? So they're giving us this unbelievably expensive software for 3 years because we're media students. And it's just like, which is, you know, code for that's helpful. But yeah, that's basically the end of my day. I've just got in from doing that, and my room is a bit tidy now, which was pretty easy because, as I say in other videos, it takes me about 8 seconds to clean this room. So I'm going to spend the rest of the day just doing research for our film, like I said in yesterday's video. An update on our film is quite annoying, quite a bit of a setback we've hit, that we have now lost a fair few cast members. I say that, we never really had them confirmed with. We had the main character, and then we had the fiance's character, then the psychiatrist, and then the boss. We only have one of these people, and he's only confirmed because he was just like a really nice guy that turned up, and we were like, yeah, he's in the film. But the main actress we have for the main character is still a bit, well, I say she was still a bit. Last time I checked, she was very up for doing the script, and we've just got an update that she's not too, like, amazing. She's like, oh, I might not be very good, I might not be very good. And we were like, no, you've been hired, you're doing it. And then we need an older gentleman to play a psychiatrist, which has not gone through because none of them have got back to us. And then we have another person that we need to cast who's going to be a slightly older role as well, who's playing her boss, who's supposed to fire her and be aggressive and be quite a big burly man. And we don't want to cast students for all of them because otherwise we'll just get a low grade because it shows we're not really, you know, fishing outside of our water. That's not a great analogy, but swimming out of our depth is probably a better analogy. We have until about Sunday morning to sort this problem out, and so I'm thinking if we act professional about it, we'll be able to find someone. I'm trying to get Maya from straying away from going up to people in the street, but if we don't have it by Saturday morning, that is probably going to end up being what we have to do. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I hope this video hasn't been very long and boring and has been quite entertaining. So thank you very much for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Transition! I'm going to stop copying Toby Turner at the end, I swear. It's just, I want to say transition every time it comes over.